For today's grammar lesson, we will be going over comma usage. Our 4 topics are introductory phrases, independent clauses, items in a series, and interjections. First off, we have introductory phrases. Introductory phrases are dependent clauses, meaning they cannot function as a complete sentence on their own, that set the stage for the rest of a sentence. Because an introductory phrase is not a complete sentence on its own, a comma must follow it. A formula you can follow is the introductory dependent clause, followed by a comma, followed by your main clause, and finishing off with a period. You can see an example of this below in the sentence that says, "When the rain stops, comma, the warm sun will come out." When the rain stops introduces the sentence, and our main clause is, "The warm sun will come out," with a comma right in between the two. Moving on to our next grammar point, we have multiple independent clauses, otherwise known as complex sentences. An independent clause has a subject and a verb, and can stand alone with no further context. In other words, it's a complete sentence. Complex sentences are joined by the conjunctions you see listed on the screen. For this grammar rule, the comma is always placed before the conjunction. Here are a few examples. Yesterday was my brother's 18th birthday, comma, so I took him out to dinner. And you can see the same pattern in the concert was over, comma, but the crowd did not want to leave yet. Notice how both parts of the sentence can be a complete sentence on their own, and they are connected with a comma and a conjunction. This next point is most likely familiar and comes easily to most people. Items in a series just means listing 3 or more things, one right after the other. After each item you list, place a comma. The part people sometimes miss is that you need a comma on the second to last item before the word and, otherwise known as the Oxford comma. Some examples of this are, the farm has cows, comma, chickens, comma, and pigs. Notice that last comma placement. And the same goes for more complex lists, such as, today I have to clean my room, comma, mop the kitchen, comma, do my laundry, comma, and mow the lawn. The pattern is the same no matter how long or complex your list is. Our final grammar point is on interjections. An interjection is a phrase that is not essential to the overall meaning of a sentence. A good rule of thumb is if the sentence can make sense without the phrase, then the phrase is an interjection. When putting an interjection in a sentence, place commas before and after it to show that there's a pause of thought in your main sentence. Here are some examples. The food, on the other hand, is not as good as I expected. As you can see, the phrase, on the other hand, is not essential to the sentence, and there are commas on each side of it to show that. The same goes for on Monday, which appears to be, on Monday, which happens to be my birthday, I will be going to Disneyland. Now that we have gone over our 4 points of grammar, which were introductory phrases, complex sentences, items in a series, and interjections, we will have a short 4-question quiz to take. So go ahead and get out a piece of paper or a note card, which you will write your answers on and bring them to class for credit. We'll correct them all together as a class. Each page has 2 questions on it. Feel free to pause the video if you need more time on any of the questions. Good luck, and I'll see you in class.